Captain's log. Or rather, I should probably say Lieutenant's log after that embarrassing demotion. They've taken my ship away from me. They haven't taken my crew. Apparently no one else wanted them. But they have given us this ridiculous thing. It's only got 17 decks. You're probably not going to come across strangers round every corner. Wallace is still eating the walls of my old ship. They wouldn't even let me bring Wallace behind. And I'm not a captain anymore. This is terrible.
Lieutenant!
Shut up!
We have to put on the jib sail!
There used to be people to do that for me!
Yes, but now we're on an actual ocean, and we're going to sink unless you do something.
Swab something. That happens usually, doesn't it? Swabbing?
I tried
Swab
to.
the decks.
Yes, that's it. Swab some decks.
Okay. They're not going to like it.
Captain's log. Oh, I wish. No. One day, science officer. Did I have a name? I had a name at one point, didn't I? I've gone through many species and many histories. In any case, science officer's log. So, we're on a naval vessel, a seafaring ship, as it were. It just feels weird. Seasickness has been the main concern, and the doctor is absolutely zero help on that particular illness, much as he is on any illness. The experiments that they're expecting me to do are, well, I'll be honest, they're very wet. And I'm not sure I like that. And frankly, I'm considering raising my moratorium on violent mutinies just so I can get on some goddamn dry land again.
Knock, knock, knock.
End science officer's log. Yes, come in.
Hello,
Oh,
Father.
hello, Edgar, I want to say?
Yes, that is my name.
Good. Glad I remembered it. What can I do for you, Edgar?
The salt water is getting into my system, and I'm shorting out.
Tell me about it.
My hips are rusting up.
Well, see, this is the problem, though, is that you were designed to survive in the vacuum of space, not in a healthful, salt-filled atmosphere. I'm afraid there's very little we can do. Your core components are going to degrade in this atmosphere.
We will need a solution soon without Alvis because he is on the ship.
Yeah,
The
well,
old ship being an AI. I am the only synthetic artificial intelligence aboard this ship, and, well, no one else can navigate.
I mean, to be fair, people have been doing this for hundreds of years. How hard can it be?
Father,
Yes, Edgar?
reproachful. Come on now.
All right, very well. I'll get started. There must be something on this ship that I can build components out of. I mean, it's all made of wood and like, nails and things. It's very strange.
Oh! Martha!
Hi. Right, so I know that they wanted us to refit the mainsail, but I think we'll be able to do that in about 10 minutes. So
I know I'm really bored.
I've been working on developing our grog technology.
Hi, we'll need some grog.
I'm not sure I've quite got the recipe right so far, but I've drank enough of it that I can read the recipe no more. So I'm largely unconcerned.
I think I'm gonna just make sure that the hull is corked.
Do you think my son loves me?
Your son? I don't know. He's a very sort of, I say he, they are a very sort of closed off android. It's very hard to read them.
I know, it's just that Edgar always used to come to me, and now he goes to his, I suppose, dad.
Hey, but do remember that we work on the surface of the ship, and Edgar sort of freezes up at the slightest backwash of salt water.
True. He is not built for this seaward life that we've been exiled to.
Now listen, Malthra, as the engineering crew, it's not going to be long until the rest of them realise we're adding nothing.
That's what we're not adding nothing. I've added some limes, some sugar. I've given it a wee stir.
Hey, Malthra, but how long do you think the lieutenant is going to let that slide? You know what she's like.
We're on a boat without anyone who's a captain. There's no authority out here. There's like none. Not at
Martha,
all.
what if she starts to rule with an iron fist? Well, there isn't a captain of the naval vessel. She's still got an actual factual lord in charge of the Marines, and you don't want the army running it.
No, that's very true.
Now listen, I've got to go and check on the hull, but can you work on creating some solar panels if we can harness some of the energy from that zodiac sun above us?
Yep,
We'll be sailing.
I'll get right on that. Oh no, of course, because there'll be a recipe in this cocktail manual somewhere for solar panels, I'm sure.
I'm sure, right? I better go below decks and caulk the hull. I heard there were some leaks down on the 17th deck.
Oh, my preference is for leak-free ship if we can
Aye.
try to aim. I know it's a lofty ambition, but in the long run, we'll be higher up in the water.
Well, you might need to go speak to the chef then. He seems to have got on board quite a few, sort of like onion derivatives. Leeks they might be. Anyway, I better check the bottom of the hull.
Bing bong.
Captain. I mean Lieutenant. I mean failure.
Lieutenant, there is a sail on the horizon.
And we lost another one. We're just not cut out for this.
No,
Go
Lieutenant.
back and pick up our sail. We're never going to get anywhere.
No,
if you
no,
bring our own
Lieutenant.
sails overboard.
It is someone else's. It is someone else's sail.
Oh, can we steal
And
it?
and
We can do with a spare.
There's a boat attached to it, Captain.
Oh, an actual. Why don't you just say there's another boat there?
There is another boat coming towards us, Lieutenant.
Right. Well, I better come on deck then, hadn't I?
Yes, Lieutenant. That's probably. Are you a lieutenant or a lieutenant?
I've been reading some books on that,
And
I found out how to signal with flags.
very good, Lieutenant, sir.
Yeah, let's just go with sir. Right. Now, moving about this ship is much harder than the old one. Perhaps you have to, climb bits of ladder and go round things and through hatches and very windy when you get up on deck. Okay.
Lieutenant, did you get the message as well?
Yeah, there's a boat. There's a boat.
Yes, that's what I heard.
Yes, they might be carrying news of my, salvation.
Or there might be someone to plunder. You never know. I mean, what exactly is our mission again?
I'm not allowed to tell you that. Secret sealed papers from the Admirals. You know how it
Yes.
is.
Well, no, but okay, sure.
Well, that's because you're not a captain. I mean, that's because...
Oh, no, sir. Sir, are you alright?
I'm fine. Now, I know how to signal, so we should probably signal that ship.
Oh, yes, no,
I thought it
go
was
ahead.
time I acquired some actually useful skills.
F-U-C... Captain! Lieutenant! Whoever you are now.
I have some feelings to express, okay? And if I can't express them through the medium of small bits of coloured silk, how can I express them?
I mean, it's a very, very... It's a good point and well made. Bosun,
Yes.
do you recognize the flag on that ship?
Oh, I will have a look in my flag book. They are recognized unionized pirates.
Unionized pirates.
Unionized pirates. They agree to share the plunder and they fight prosecution wholesale.
What happens if they What happens if they strike?
What happens if they? Well, if they strike, we will be. If they. Oh, I get it. It was a play on words. I'll cease and desist in answering your riddles.
So if they catch up with us, are they going to plunder us?
Yes, that's that. If they don't, then they'll be breaking the rules of their own union. They must plunder the ships for the common good of all pirates.
Right. In that case, everybody, we should probably work out how to sail this boat faster.
Well, I've managed to jerry rig up a couple of solar panels, but
Ooh, is this a Mai Tai?
oh, and that it was on the reverse side, and we should be getting a lot of power out of these. The incident temperature is over 30 degrees, but my ammeters say that these solar panels are barely drawing any power from the sunlight. And I don't understand how it's possible. It's like the sunlight's trying to actively avoid the solar panels, like it's in a bad mood or something.
Now, I've come across some strange things in my time, but are you telling me that the weather is temperamental?
To be fair, we have come across several times suns with personalities. Maybe this is one of those.
But normally we're so much closer to them.
That's very true. It's not.
I don't think the flag signaling is going to reach the sun from here. Right, Martha.
Yes.
I'm sure that we can fix this if we've survived the pirates long enough. So, do you have any other plans for speed?
Oh, I don't have any speed. Didn't think it was allowed.
Did someone say speed?
Doctor, get back to the sick bay.
No, I see what you mean. Well, so they issued us with those cannons. We could use those to eject projectiles to modify our velocity. But if we do so, we run the risk of using all of our ammunition before a conflict.
Cannon propulsion. I like it. We'd have to change the formula for the gunpowder to add even more projectile force, though.
You'd need something flammable that we could use. I have no ideas. That is nothing I can think of we've got on board that you can combust.
I have several things you can combust, and the people they come from will hardly need them anymore.
I am torn between wanting to know everything about what you just said and nothing about what you just said.
Well, you see, I have to cure seasickness somehow, and one day I'll find the organ to do it.
At this point, I feel like, as the bosun, I should point out that the unionized pirates are getting closer.
Yes, thank you, bosun. Right. Can we make some massive oars?
Well, yes, I think we can.
Well, let's do that then. We have 17 decks worth of crew members whose names we don't need to bother to remember.
I don't think we should make them out of the crew members.
I'm more
Sorry, did someone say making things out of crew members?
Don't
Lieutenant,
push me.
We vetoed the sail out of skin idea. Let's veto the oars out of boats idea right now.
But we could kill two birds with one stone with that idea.
Yarr, Captain, if we seemingly be rowing on the ship, do you think we should offer them a union as part of the raiding party?
Do they look like the kind of people that could appreciate such an offer?
Nay, Captain.
No. Sure, because so far the impression they've given is trying to cheer up the sun with hopeful poems spelled out in flags.
Yarr, they be failing miserably to flee away from us, like they're trying and they're floundering.
Would you like a
going
throat
around
sweet?
in circles?
Nay, I don't need a throat sweet, I just need to remember that I'm a pirate.
Never forget that you're a pirate. Plundering is for the good of all.
Aye,
Even
the
those
good
that
of
are
all.
being plundered.
Good evening, I'm
Think
Jim,
about
your
it.
workplace rep. Did I hear about a workplace injury?
It's alright, Jim. Everything's fine. We might need you later when we have some new pirates to sign up, but for now everything's fine.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Shall we prepare for boarding?
We should probably get a little bit closer first.
I just want to check, have you noted the injury into the workplace injury book?
Jim, it's all right. No one's been injured yet.
I have the book right here, Jim. We'll use it if we need it.
Okay, I'm happy you've got the book, but if we could concentrate on actually getting next to the other ship, then we can board them and inflict some injuries.
Hand.
I better put it in the book.
We're never going to catch up with them at this rate.
We're never going to outrun them at this rate.
They look awfully fearsome, though. I bet they've got a captain.
Well, probably, elected.
If they do, it's probably not someone entirely unlike you. Unlike in every respect.
What would the odds be?
Hmm?
Very distinct vocally, I would have thought as well.
Yes.
Impossible to confuse you two, even in a dark room.
Let's stop thinking about how much better they are than us, and start taking down the sails to make some massive oars.
Okay, I've been going over the maths on this, and I'm not entirely sure that using the sails as oars is going to work, Lieutenant.
And why not?
Well, for one thing, it's going to just be we have a number of people on board, but this is why you give lots of people little oars rather than a lot of people two enormous oars. The friction is just it's too much.
Hey, everyone make your own oar now.
Don't tell the doctor that, for God's sake.
Did someone make their own oar?
No, doctor. Could you just cover your ears for a moment?
Which sets? I've got so many down here.
Down?
Well, everyone seems to keep on dropping them off their heads every time I wield my scalpel around, so I just hang on to them. And they don't really need them anymore, so now they're my ears.
Oh, that's what that necklace is.
Oh, goodness.
Right, well, I'll try and cover them all up.
Okay. Everyone apart from the doctor and those who are trying to stem the bleeding from their ears at the moment, make your own tiny oar.
Okay. Look, there's plenty of banisters and boards and things that we can just, be careful, but you can start to take the ship apart a little bit. You should be able to find something that will produce a bit of thrust. Meanwhile...
yeah, I think we're fine. We got 17 decks. If we make the 12th and 13th deck a bit more open plan, then I think overall we'll
I did always
enough.
think it was very unlucky, and we're very superstitious as sailors to have a 13th deck at all. Maybe we just take it out and it just goes from 12 to 14.
Plus, the extra airiness in this space could help if we bring in a little natural light. I'm sure it'll really cheer the place up.
Could we maybe save the interior design tips for after we've escaped from the pirates?
What about the feng shui, Lieutenant?
Probably best.
I may only be a lieutenant now rather than a captain, but I have still decreed that there will be no mention of feng shui on board my ship.
See, I know it's been a while since you were demoted from captain to lieutenant, but I keep wanting to call you captain.
It's just my natural authority.
That must be it.
Oars overboard! Hold on.
No.
They all threw their oars in.
Billy. Oh dear.
Lieutenant, they all threw their oars in.
What are they doing now?
They're throwing their oars into the sea.
That'd be a power play. They're showing that they're so confident that they can win this fight. They need a backup kind of mobility on that ship.
It's like one of their mating displays from the birds back on Prano Island. You know, when they throw away their feathers to say, I'm the bigger bird.
Aye.
They're a
We
bigger
spent
bird.
altogether far too much time examining those birds.
Hey, they'd be very pretty.
Right. Maybe we should take advantage of this to try and catch up with them.
Well, I've just finished putting that splinter in the logbook, so we should be all good to go.
Ship the oars, row faster, let's get 'em.
I just thought of a witty comeback to your earlier comment, Captain. You know what? We'll never catch up to them, but you know what they'll never catch up to? Our high labour standards.
Arr!
Yes, thank you, Jim. If you could maybe help with the rowing now.
Oh, I'm afraid I'm a rep. I don't do rowing. It's not my turn.
No,
Then
you
you
do
Consult the
rowing.
doctor.
Maybe you could beat time instead then.
Hmm?
Give us all a rhythm to row to.
What did time ever do that needs to be beaten?
You went too far there, Jim.
Ah, Captain. Lieutenant, even.
Don't have to rub it in.
I'm sorry, it just rolls less naturally off the tongue.
It does. It's a stupid word.
Yes.
It's
What do
especially
you
odd
want?
because your species doesn't even have a tongue.
Well, you always have to bring it up, don't you, Cat? God.
I just find it interesting.
Who asked you to come
Look,
here?
I have an inquiring mind.
Get out of my office.
You have an office.
Yes.
I don't even have an office.
Well, that's because you're not in charge of the Marines.
I have an office.
What?
No,
Does everyone have an
Doctor,
office
that's
except me?
called your cell. We just let you think of it as your office.
Look, a cell is what you make of it.
Everybody except the lieutenant get out of the office.
I thought the feng shui was very nice in your cell.
Thank you.
Out!
Right, Goldstein, what is it?
Lieutenant,
Yes.
there appears to be a problem.
I know, we're being pursued by pirates. I've lost my ship, and the crew are still morons.
Well, that was hardly going to change.
What's the new problem?
Well, will you be wanting my Marines to fight?
Ideally, yes, but I don't think the sailors can.
No.
And if I give them a gun, then they'll probably just shoot each other.
Correct.
Maybe we should consider arming the pirates.
No.
Silly idea.
Terrible idea. Well, they're probably a better crew.
Goldstein,
No.
you've just given me an idea.
Good.
Yes.
Turn the ship around. Take us back towards the pirates.
Okay.
So, do you think they're going to want us to fight?
Well,
I don't think they'll ask us to fight. If they were going to ask us to fight, then we would have some weapons.
I
right,
would
you lot. It's me, wee Jock.
Hello.
Hello.
I've got some axes for you.
Oh, good.
Great.
There
Why
you
the
go,
other-
ready for engineering and warfare.
When do you use axes in engineering?
Now that we are on a wooden ship,
Yeah, quite a lot now.
we've got to create a feng shui deck.
Is
But also,
that
you now
what it
have
is?
sharp implements, just in case anything will happen in up deck. I don't know. I've been on the bottom deck caulking the hull. Anyway, I'm back down low. I've been told to ship up some axes for you.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yes, thank you, Jock. Man, what a ridiculous voice.
I know, right? It's like, doesn't he know how he sounds?
Yes!
They've turned back towards us, Captain.
They cannot be that bad at steering, surely.
And yet, they appear to be throwing boats ensigns overboard in order to propel the ship.
Very well. Everyone get ready for boarding.
I come.
Have you filled out the health and safety checklist yet, Captain?
Oh, for goodness sake. Okay, fine. Go give me the list.
Right. Well, have you considered the dangers of boarding an enemy ship?
People might die. That's the point.
Right. Well, have you mitigated that risk?
We don't want to mitigate it. We want to enhance it.
No, it's fine, Captain.
Look, I understand that high spirits are understandable, but, you know, we have to have our health and safety certificate, otherwise we'll never be let
All right.
back into the
Okay,
guild.
Captain,
everyone
As your
look
first
around.
mate, I have mitigated that by equipping the soldiers with armor and weapons.
Right.
Excellent.
But could they accidentally hurt themselves with the weapons?
Nay, they've got basket hilts.
Right. I mean, I brought some cork along to go on the sharper bits of the weapons,
Nay,
and that'll really prevent any workplace injuries occurring in any circumstance.
we can
Captain,
cork
I'd
their
actually-
hands.
Captain, Quartermaster, I'd actually feel safer with a cork on the end of my sword.
Would you really?
I would.
Jim, remind me of something.
Aye, Captain.
Why haven't I thrown you overboard?
Well, that would be a breach of union rules, Captain.
Yar, you can't breach union rules.
Yeah, if you
Aye.
throw Jim overboard, you'd have to elect a new rep.
Captain, can I have a word?
Yeah, sure.
Now, If we put corks on the end of the swords to get past Jim, that's fine, because we're all using rapiers, which are a slashing weapon.
Good thinking, that. Right, Jim, hand out the corks.
Right, here you are, lads. And remember, no stabbing.
It just makes me feel a lot safer. What with a rapier being a
Yes.
pointy
You know, the
weapon rather
safest
than a
rapier is a
melee
rapier
weapon.
you never touch.
Nay.
I will heartily recommend you go in with a positive attitude and nothing else.
Right,
Jim, we're not,
they're in
we're not-
boarding range, Captain.
I'll start sending the boarding semaphore to warn them.
Aye, a forewarned enemy is a safe enemy, and that's what we all want, ultimately.
Ah, Lieutenant.
Not for much longer, if my plan works. Yes, what did you want?
They're in boarding range.
Excellent.
Can you understand what's... They seem sending a signal, Lieutenant. Can you understand what they're saying?
They are apparently about to board us.
Huh.
But it's okay, they've taken all the necessary precautions, including putting corks on the end of their weapons. They are all wearing helmets and wrist guards to prevent any broken wrists.
Have they thought about lumbar support?
I don't know, but we can find that out later.
Have
The
they
important
put-
thing...
Have they
Sorry,
put
Gil.
corks on the end of the swords?
Yes,
Lieutenant.
they have indeed, and I don't even mind being a lieutenant at the moment.
What are your orders, Lieutenant?
The important thing is to find the person responsible for the corks.
Well, that should be... How do we do that, Lieutenant?
I imagine it will look like someone sort of, pathetic.
So we're looking for...
Lieutenant, I have a plan.
Go ahead, Goldstein.
If they've put corks on their weapons, they're going to be really obsessed with health and safety.
That's exactly my thinking.
So therefore, what if we just put the doctor front and centre? They'll shit their pants, and the one who shitted their pants will be the health and safety officer.
Perfect! Doctor, we finally have a use for you and all your ears.
What? Even the mouldy ones?
Especially the mouldy ones.
Hooray!
Captain, we're within boarding range. Release the... what are they called? Grappling hooks.
Who's that?
What?
The person standing at the front.
I'm not sure, Captain.
Appears to have 1 million ears round his neck.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty metal.
You know, that's not cool. That's a tetanus risk.
It's alright, Jim, we've all had our shots.
Although, who knows what disease they have in that ears.
We should give them some shots, though.
Yes. Break out the medical supplies. These people desperately need them.
I heard him, lads. Replace your rapiers with syringes. We're
But
going
make
over
sure-
there to inoculate.
Captain, you look a little strange there.
I don't know who I am at the moment.
Captain, are you having one of your episodes?
Imposter syndrome is perfectly natural.
They've boarded us, Captain, Lieutenant. Oh, God.
It's okay, don't worry. Have we found the health and safety officer?
Well, I think it's that one there. There's one, he's wearing a high vis set of armor, and the others aren't. So I think it's probably him.
Oh, not to forget the hard helmet.
Aye. The reflective panels. Oh, he looks like a right bell end. Sorry, we're at sea now, aren't we? He looks like I don't know.
A scurvy sea dog.
A scurvy sea dog. Nah, it didn't sound right.
No,
Uh,
Bellend's better.
Well,
Alex,
with that
what a-
attitude,
Could we get on to
Arthur.
the insults later?
Anyway, yeah, they're boarding. The grappling hooks are on. They're lowering the easy access ramp.
Martha,
Beep, 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 beep.
Right, what's the plan that involves identifying the health and safety inspector? We've done that now.
you go get them.
Bring him to me.
Oh,
Wait, but there's a lot of pirates in the way.
Okay, I'll clear them out, especially that first officer.
okay, you enjoy your dinner.
Aye.
Ah,
Click,
lads,
click, click.
the first medical recipients arrived. Well, this one's a risk assessment.
Pirates, prepare to kneel at my pincer claws.
Well, that's not respectful workplace dialogue now, is it?
Shing.
That's gonna go in the book.
Yar, I'll fight ye, first officer to first officer.
Is that
Do
me?
you really think that you can defeat me, Lord Goldstein? Yar, well, sucks to be you. You might have stabbed me in my third heart with your cork-covered rapier, but I have severed you down the middle. Nay.
Jim, is this scathing war of wits supposed to go down in the book?
I mean, yes.
Now you two, with the book.
What?
You have two choices.
Okay.
Yes.
You can kneel and swear fealty to our crew, or I can throw you overboard, missing all of your limbs.
You're
Well, I
feeling
think
all right
there's-
there. Would you like a throat lozenge before we resolve the situation?
I would love one, thank you.
Here
Why
you
is
are.
nobody
I'll put
offered
it in the
that?
book.
Well, I think there's one thing that you haven't considered here, Bugface, and that's
Yes.
that we're
Look,
a
let's
union.
refrain from personal insults, all right?
Yep, you're right. Sorry, Jim. Well, there's one thing that you've presented. I've forgotten the words. Well, there's one thing that you haven't considered here, good sir. We're
What
a
is that?
union. We are a union, and we are stronger as one. I ain't no scab.
Oh, you're stronger as one, Doctor. I have volunteers.
Hooray!
What? Who are you?
Time to test out the skin sale theory.
Stop smiling at me. No, what? No.
You won't be needing the skin or your ears anymore.
Right. Here she is. Their leader, I think. Lieutenant, you asked me to bring her to you. Lad gave himself up as soon as we got close.
It was as soon as the doctor skinned that other man alive.
That was
can
really the
have
thing
an
that broke
effect
his
on
spirit.
people.
But we were just trying to bring medical supplies.
So, Jim, is it?
Yes. Who are you people?
That's a good question, but the better question, Jim, is do you like recording all these workplace incidents?
I mean, it leads to a safer workplace for everyone. And
the
that's what the
more-
pirate code is all about.
Absolutely, and the more incidents you get to record, the quicker the safety comes around, right?
I mean, some recent events have thrown that into question. Sure. For now, yes.
If you were on a ship where there were never any safety violations, no one could ever improve anything, could they?
That's true. We only learn through our failure.
And if you'd like, Jim, I can give you a job where there is so much failure to learn from that you'll have to buy a new book.
A whole new book? Surely not.
Probably several volumes.
What?
I'll give you
The
a
doctor's
few
bound the
ideas.
last one in skin.
Well, that's a health and safety violation. Straight away from there. Whose skin was that?
We don't know. But we have previously made people out of red setters.
Yeah, we've long learned not to ask the where or why.
We've split ourselves into the good and the bad bits of our own personalities.
Right.
We've mocked stars that have their own personality.
Why did you decide to do all those things?
Because I was the captain, and I want to be so again.
I see.
Now
Right.
here's the deal, Jim. I'm
Yes?
going to be captain, and you are going to convince your crew of pirates that they're going to learn so much more about safety by following my example, or rather by not following my example. But the important thing is I'll be in charge.
Right. Well, the 2 or 3 that haven't died yet, well, I'm sure I'll be very grateful for the offer.
Good.
And, here's our captain. She'll no doubt want to surrender formally to you.
Captain. Yes, it looks like I am now. Congratulations. But it's okay, because I've had a thought. I now have 2 ships. So you can stay as the captain. Why, thank you very much. And I will be the fleet commander.
What I think